Hey everybody, welcome to the Fantasy Football Edition for Picks and Parlays. I am Detroit Lenny. It is Saturday, a beautiful Saturday here in Las Vegas. Anyway, I'm sorry, my chair, I don't know why my chair just scooted down. It's dying on me. Like it's like slowly falling. But it is a beautiful day, October the 23rd, something like that? Look at my watch, 23rd. Yep. So, a week away from Halloween. Next Sunday. We're going to go over Week 7 fantasy football for you. Going to go over some stardom, sit-em stuff, some sleeper information, obviously. So we'll start right off here with the sleeper tight end of the week for me is CJ Uzomah from the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll give you a little bit of a write-up on him, basically. It's very simple. Cincinnati, they like to throw the ball around, and going against, let me just pull it up, a Ravens defense that is allowing almost 300 yards, about 295 yards a week in passing. I think our boy Joe Burrow should have a pretty decent day. Now, he's going to always throw the ball deep, but, for example, this year so far, CJ's, this is a serviceable tight end if you have a lot of buys and stuff like that this week. So, 14 receptions on 16 targets, 165 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's averaging about 8 points a week, and as far as a tight end goes, he's not, obviously, he's a utility-type guy. He's not a breakaway tight end by any means, okay? He's no George Kittle or Travis Kelce or T.J. Hawkinson from Detroit or anything like that. But if you need a tight end and you got some waiver wire issues or bye week issues, this is a great guy to pick up off the waiver wire. He might still be available in some leagues. Let's talk wide receivers. The Chiefs wide receiver, Mecole Hardman, and I'm just going to talk about him real quick right out the gate because I really, really like this guy. Tyreek Hill is still questionable. I think he goes, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how much production you're going to get out of him. So this guy Hardman's a true number 2 wide receiver in the league. He doesn't see a ton of throws his way. He doesn't see a lot of targets. But that being said, this week with Tyreek questionable, still nursing that quad injury, he could see more and more against a Titans team that I think if the Chiefs fall behind, they're really going to need to throw the ball around. So that being the case, Mecole Hardman's going to get some points for you. Also, I like a sneaky start for me for wide receiver. And I don't like to do this, but I'm going to take my Lions guy here from Detroit, Amon-Ra Brown. He's a fast little sneaky guy. He's like a B-rated Tyreek Hill, okay? But the Rams are going to get up way ahead real quick, right? And sooner or later, Goff or whoever's throwing the ball around is going to have to throw the ball around. And if they get the ball and look for some wide receiver screens here, he's becoming more and more a part of their offense. The Lions have capability to score. They just don't for whatever reason. But, again, bye week situations, if you need somebody to start, throw them in there. It's not a bad start. By the way, if you're watching in the chat, please give us a like, give us a share. If you have any questions or about your team or comments, drop it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to help you out if I can. If not, good luck. Let's go over running backs, though. Great running back for me to start right now this week is, bye week. So for me, Najee Harris. Najee Harris on a bye week. He's been a serviceable guy. He's been a great running back for me this year. Because he's on a bye, I got to put somebody in there. This is my guy, J.D. Mckissic from Washington. I have him starting the WFT team, the whatever team, the Washington football team. That's just the dumbest thing ever, the WFT team. But the Packers defense is not great. So I think the Packers run away with this, don't get me wrong, but Mckissic can catch the ball out of the backfield. Packers give up a little over 100 yards a week to the running game, so I think he gets a touchdown and 40, 50 yards, all-purpose yards, and he fills your need there. Hopefully he gets a little bit more, 40, 50 yards running the ball, and another 40, 50 catching the ball in the backfield, get you 100 yards all-purpose and a touchdown, 16, 17 points depending on your league scoring. That's a good fill. That's a good stopgap for a bye week. So Also, Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell is becoming a statement running back in the backfield again for the 49ers. They still have Hasty. He's on injured reserve, obvious. And then the other guy is sharing. I can't think of his name for the love of me right now, and I can't believe it. I need to write these guys' names down. But they're splitting carries. Elijah Mitchell's slowly but surely going from that 50-50 backfield to now more of a 60-40 backfield, and he's gaining the touches here. So he's becoming a young stud out of that backfield that maybe could possibly be the future out of there. So Indianapolis defense is still very banged up. So the Colts give up about 110, actually it's 111 yards a game. So I don't expect anything less than 15 or so points from him. Probably maybe closer towards I'm hoping closer towards the 20 rank, but he gets you a touchdown and some yards for sure. Again, great fill gap positional players for your bye week and stuff like that. So let's talk about some quarterbacks. Sleeper quarterbacks. Again, you got some quarterbacks on a bye week, which are, by the way, I had them right here. You got Josh Allen on a bye week. You got Dak Prescott on a bye week. You got Kirk Cousins on a bye week. Those are all three of those guys you start every week. Ben Roethlisberger's on a bye week. You probably should start him every week. Justin Herbert's on a bye week. You definitely start him every week. Jaguars sold sunshine over there. Trevor Lawrence on a bye week. So out of those 6 teams on a bye week, 4 of those quarterbacks you start every week. So unless you have a solid number 2 guy, if you don't, you need to scramble to get one with injuries and bye weeks. Justin Fields, Tampa Bay, don't get me wrong, Tampa Bay's defense is good. I don't think what they are last year, but I think it's still, they'll come. They're not in playoff form yet, but they're a damn good defense. But they do give up some yards in the passing game. They give up almost about 290 yards a game in passing. So Justin Fields is going to get his. He's going to scramble. They're going to be down. He's going to have to give up. He's going to have to scramble and make some better decisions, and he can get you some points. Also, Tua. I know he's coming back from London. I know that I don't know what to expect with this game, to be honest with you, against Atlanta. I mean, they're both horrible teams. I don't see a whole lot going on for anybody, but Atlanta gives up about 250 yards a game for passing, but they give up over 100 yards a game for rushing. Tua's going to scramble. He's going to get his yards. Again, if you have Justin Herbert or Josh Allen, somebody like that on a bye, and your second guy's down with injuries, it's not a bad look at either young quarterback here, Justin Fields or Tua. We got a comment here I did get Hurts as my backup. Oh, good. Now, that's not a bad play. Excuse me. That's not a bad play either, playing against Raiders. So Donna, for example, I'll tell you right now, Raiders give up almost 250 yards a game in passing, but they're giving up 130 in rushing. Hurts is going to scramble. Hurts is going to get those third downs, convert those third downs, possibly even a fourth down situation. Those third and shorts, fourth and shorts, instead of throwing the ball or something like that, he's going to get you some yards scrambling. He should get you a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, and probably 200 and some odd yards throwing the ball around. So that's not a bad week for you. My wife also has Jalen Hurts because she has Dax as her number 1 guy in her fantasy league. Amanda's on. So, but he's on a bye. Dax is on a bye. I told her Jalen Hurts, it's not a horrible matchup. It's indoors. You got no weather issues. You got to look for those things. Now, if Jalen Hurts was playing in New England and it was rainy and cold, then I might not look at Jalen Hurts this week. But it's indoors. Why not? So I appreciate that's going to do it for me, though. I appreciate everybody stopping by, giving me a thumbs up. If you have any other questions, drop them in the chat. I'm here every Saturday about this time, about noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. Me and the Panda, we're just sitting around watching some football, setting our lineups, making sure everything, checking the injury report, making sure everything's good for tomorrow. Other than that, have a great week 7. Good luck, everybody, in your fantasy. By the way, I've lost the last 2 weeks in fantasy by a combined total of 1.8 points. in 2 games. That's what I've lost by. I'm still tied for second place, but I'm pissed. So, that's that. Other than that, that's just some bad beats for you right there. That's where you should be looking at your damn kicker, Lenny, and making sure he's got a good matchup. But that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys next week. All the information for shows and when they start, or contests and when they start, is in the description. Please hit the like button. Give me a share. I'll talk to you guys next week. Good luck, everybody, on your fantasy teams and all your bets. Take care. Good luck.